Hey everyone, Mewtwo just dropped in Unite and this Pokemon is insanely fun to play. Stay tuned, we're going to cover everything to do with the movesets, the items, and how I feel Mewtwo will fit into the current meta. As usual, if you want to catch any of this action live, we do stream on Twitch, so check us a follow there as well. Alright, let's talk about the items first of what I run on Mewtwo. Now, I haven't played too many games, but from what I can see, your Muscle Band is a real must, and we'll talk about why and that in a sec. Focus Band is good just to keep that some sustain. And the third item, I've tried Weakness Policy and also Rapid Scarf. I think they're both very good picks. Rapid Scarf might be a little bit better so that you can get your Mega Evolution a little bit easier as well. So how Mewtwo works in this form, essentially the mechanic is that as you perform your auto attacks past level 5, your gauge will slowly fill up. And once it's full, you turn into Mega Mewtwo X for a set period of time. Now, the advantage of this is you get increased attack speed, increased attack, increased defense, and special defense, and also movement speed. So you just become this insane raid boss that they're going to have trouble taking down. And the first move that I've chosen in this game as well is Side Strike. You can also choose Future Sight as well. That's the two options you've got. In my opinion, Side Strike is insanely oppressive. You're locked on this Pokemon, and at the end of the animation, you throw this orb, and they get stunned as well. So a very versatile move that applies a lot of damage. You can see here, I'm going to be chasing down this Reboot, and all I have to do is lock onto it, and then it just disappears. And then at level 7, you get the choice between Recover and Teleport. I think from my experience, Teleport does feel a little bit stronger because it increases your attack speed as well and also your movement speed. In this game, I chose Recover because our team is insanely squishy and Recover is just a way so I can stay in the fight a little bit more because I'm probably going to be playing more of that bulky frontline role for this team. Solo queue, you just got to adapt to see what happens. Now, the other thing is when you're about to reach, let's say you get your Unite move at level 9. The Unite move targets everyone on the opposite team. It's a global attack, if you can think about it. And you are able to dash out of it, but if you don't, you will get stunned. So it is a very good move to either initiate the fight or just keep that chain CC going for your team. And I'll see what I can show you guys in this game as well. Now you can see it's 7:30. I'm just honestly at the bottom with Mega Evolved, and the damage is just insanity. Look at me running around. Dodrio can't even dive me because I just move out the way with my Side Strike, and then once it gets knocked up, I just go crazy with the auto attacks. You can see, yeah, there's a period of time for your Mega Evolution, so I guess the tech is just to play really aggressive when you are Mega Evolved, and when you're not, just look for those auto attacks to fill up the gauge as well. So that's why we talk about, how Rapid Scarf could be another good item on top of your Mega Muscle Band. There's my Unite move. Look, it stuns all 3 people at the bottom, and also people on top at the bottom. You can't escape it unless you dash out of the way. And look at that. I'm just trying to weave across the enemy lines. Obviously, you don't want to get dived or CC'd by the enemy team. So if you can just lock on your Side Strike and move out of the way, the move is a short hit anyway, so you're going to be able to do your entire animation there. And look at this, we're just causing havoc for the Fable. This Pokemon, if it's not taken care of, it will run through your team, and that's the consensus I've felt playing this Pokemon. It is honestly nice. Okay, here we go. So 6 minutes, we're finally going to start this Regice at the bottom. Honestly, just auto attacking. Now, the gauge only fills up if you auto attack an enemy Pokemon, so you can't really farm it with a wild Pokemon, which I think it is quite balanced in that format. We get the Regice, perfect, and we're just going to harass this Umbreon now. They have a Snipe Shot Inteleon, so we're just making sure to kind of move out of the way as much as possible. Dodging the Snipe Shots, don't want to get 3k crit for no reason. Look at that, like, there's literally nothing they can do once they get locked on. It is scary how much damage this Pokemon does as well. Alright, huge 39 overdunk at the bottom, and we're just gonna farm our Unite. We've got our Unite again, so we're ready to go. Now, Side Strike, and we talked about how the other move is Future Sight. Future Sight works kind of differently. It pulls the enemy into you, and then it increases obviously your attack speed of damage during that duration of that effect. So you kind of have, like, I guess 2 different ways you can play this Pokemon. Side Strike provides that bit of range as well, if you don't want to take in all the bulk, whereas your future sight. You want to be in that front line because you're going to be pulling the squishies from the back to you instantly for your team to, you know, focus on as well. So, you know, there's two different ways you can play this Pokemon, and I think that's what's exciting about Pokemon Unite. For this, you know, any single time a Pokemon releases, the mechanics are a little bit different. So it makes it fresh, right? There are different ways you can play Pokemon. It's not just the same, press A button and you attack, that kind of vibe. The other thing I want to talk about is how Mewtwo will fit into the current meta. I feel like, and I hope it's not another Zacian kind of thing, and I fear that it might be the case here, because if you, let's say, chuck a Comfy on or a supporter, the moves seem to be very, very overtuned, like what I saw in the PTS. So that's what I'm a little bit scared about. Obviously, time will tell. I've only had, you know, 2 or 3 games on this Pokemon. It honestly, I don't actually have the max amount of experience with how it will play against all the Pokemons in Unite. But from the games I've played, if you have, I guess, a team that just, you know, stays with you for a little bit, they can take advantage of so many things you're doing to the enemy team, such as your Side Strike stun, such as your Unite move that stuns the entire team. And let's say you have a supporter that keeps you healthy, you're gonna be an insane Pokemon for the enemy team to try to take down when you're Mega evolved, because, like I said, your damage output, if you are not focused on, you're gonna wipe the entire team, and that's what's scary. That reminds me of the Zacian times, right? So I hope it is not as bad. Zacian was more of a, you know, AoE CC with its Sacred Sword when it first released, whereas Mewtwo is more, I guess, single target. So, but just look at that. You lock on and you can just move away. It kind of reminds me of Ice Skill Spear and Liquidation, because all you have to do is once you lock on, you don't even have to go in if you're playing Side Strike. With Future Sights are obviously different because it's all about pulling them close. So it's really an interesting move and mechanic that they employed here as well. So here we go. It's 2 minutes there. I'm very confident right now. You know, as long as I've got anyone with me on my team just to help me out with these stuns. Look at that. Cinderace wasn't even close to me and they just get taken down. And Clefable also will get taken down with Side Strike as well. What I do like is how goofy Mega Mewtwo looks. Like the way it runs, I swear, some of the animations in this game is just really, really goofy, really, really cute. Oh, look at that. Hello, Inteleon. Goodbye, Inteleon. Pretty freaking insane. Now, I haven't tried stacking on this Pokemon. I do think that maybe we can give it a go if we're playing lane and stuff like that. I do feel like the start, when you just have Confusion Barrier, you might have a little bit of trouble securing the early mons. But if you're looking to play a stacking lane build, maybe it's okay, because once you get level 5, you just go crazy anyway. Yeah, here comes the Ray fight though. I'm very conscious not to get taken out by this Umbreon here, so I have full heal ready to go. You know, your Cinderace unites me. I had to unite just to make sure I stay safe, because it does stun everyone on the team. We take down 2. 1, sorry, but we've got 2 taken down on our team, so I'm playing a little bit safer here. Dojo, obviously an issue. Look at that. I'm stunning them from across the other map. I'm trying not to show face right now, just playing a little bit slow. I know Inteleon does a whole heap of damage, so I'm just trying to make sure I focus on that. Take it out. Boom. That's Inteleon done. Very good. We're winning, so I did not need to overcommit in any way. Just popped my recover just to make sure that I stay on it, stay alive. Like I said, I'm probably the only frontline for my team right here in this team comp. So I definitely don't want to get taken down, you know, during the fight, because then the opposition will just flip and run through our entire team. I'm just looking to Side Strike, run the other direction here until the Umbreon gets taken down. Then I can engage, because I know, you know, there's not one Pokemon that's just going to be able to burst me as much as possible. Umbreon's on the other side. I just get out here using my recover. So, very, very well done here. And I just take that opportunity to reset. And, you know, there's 4 down on the enemy team. 36 seconds left. We don't actually need to do anything. I know Sableye is going to score. So all I have to do is hover around the top area here. There's not going to be any time for their Clefable to do Rayquaza. So it's kind of more of a damage farm moment over here. We're pretty chilling. And the opposition team surrenders. So we will have 17 kills and 8 assists. This was my second or third game playing Mewtwo. It is ridiculous. It is. I remember finishing this game and I was just like, Oh my god. The flashbacks, you know, the flashbacks of the Zacian era flow across my face. 134k damage. This was entirely solo queue as well. So if you have a partner and, you know, they are playing a supporter or a frontline for you, you're going to be quite unstoppable as a duo. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and leave a like if you did. Catch you guys. Bye-bye.